Saturday, I thought we didn't play quite as good as we did the previous week, but again, we made progress in a lot of areas. And now it's about the conference play. So this is what we've been preparing for. And Indiana State is actually very good. When you look at just the MVC players of the week this week, their defensive player, their offensive player, and were two won the award for players of the week, the receiver and the quarterback, and their defensive player, and I think they've won it 2 or 3 times already this year. So they've got some quality athletes, and they're making a lot of plays and playing very well right now. Any questions?
How does Indiana State compare to, you haven't played in 2 years. Have they changed much in 2 years?
Oh, I think they've changed quite a bit personnel-wise. Their personnel is much better right now, and it's kind of built up, and now this is the second year of this coach, but it's kind of built up over when Miles was there, and this is a senior class, so it's kind of his class, I think, is finalizing their years through, so they're playing very good.
Is it almost like you're preparing for a team you haven't seen before, given that you haven't played them in 3 years?
A little bit, because we haven't played against them, so we haven't seen their personnel year to year. I think their quarterback is excellent. He transferred in out of Western Michigan a couple years ago, and I had read about him and stuff like that because he's been in the league. He was the freshman of the year when newcomer of the year, I believe, his first year in our league, and then now he's a senior. And I don't know how many passes he's thrown. I think he's thrown 160 passes and hasn't thrown an intercept yet. 67%, 68% completion ratio. So he's really getting the ball on target, and they got a great core of receivers. And then you still have Underwood. You look at Underwood is still, his brother was a great player at Illinois State. If I think it's the same family, I'm not positive, but he's playing very well, and I think he's been named twice the MVC Player of the Week.
You mentioned how well they do in the passing game. They don't run as much. How do you shift defensively to prepare?
Well, that'll be a big thing. Is that there will be a little bit of a shift because they do rely on the passing game, and they're very confident in the passing game. So we're going to have to balance up our coverages and find a way to create some pressure. And there's not many people that have gotten pressure on him. And they're 3-1 for a reason. They beat Ball State fairly handily when you watch them on film. And then Liberty was a good football game, and so they're a quality football team. And they played Indiana. That was the first game, so they probably weren't as good that game as what they are today, but yet they played Indiana very, very well. So you can kind of see their growth through the season so far.